the gentlemen from the government, Mr. Kannan, Kanappan, Rajendran, and my partners and friends Gopi, Natarajan, and his colleague, the COO of Omega Science Center. And I think what I noticed best was it is not about all the VIPs, it is about the children. I think what you saw and what I saw was the enthusiasm of the children and how they explained scientific concepts which most of us have forgotten. And the reason we forget these concepts is because we learned them by lecture and by rote learning, by mugging up. We never could really relate to the concept. Today I think what you saw was a bunch of girls, children, who could relate to the ideas in science, whether it's eclipse or whether it's Newton's laws or whatever, because of the practical and nicely designed models and experiments. So their commitment to the learning of these concepts is that much higher, and you could see it on their faces, you could hear it in their voices, and I think that's the power of the center.
So we are very excited about starting something in Chennai, which is also my hometown, and so it's a great honor to see this kind of a lab set up. And like Ramji said, seeing is believing, but touching and experiencing, right, takes the whole belief and everything to the next level, which is the power of these kinds of science labs. As you all know, government schools typically don't have proper funding and whatnot, and so it's an excellent thing that the government of India has mandated all these CSR programs, and so we believe being in the healthcare sector. So we do a lot of our CSR activities that are focused on education as well as children's healthcare, right? So we're an organization dedicated to the betterment of kids, whether it is through education or taking care of their healthcare. So we sponsor a lot of activities through that. So with that, this being one of the oldest girls' high school in Chennai, with 4,000 girl children. Our hope is at least there are a handful of scientists that originate out of this, world-class scientists, and I am confident with our continued support and with partnering with a world-class organization like Agastya, that dream will become reality. We would love to see top-notch scientists come out of these kinds of schools. This is our second initiative in Tamil Nadu. We already did one in Trichy last year, which is going extremely well. We've also set up a science mobile lab there as well. And like I said earlier, we look forward to partnering with more schools in and around Chennai to promote these kinds of science labs and math labs and whatnot. Right? And thank you.
அவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் சொன்னதுக்கு ஆட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு அவ்வளோ ஒன்றும் என்கிட்ட கிடையாது. பட் சி பட் 1000-2000 வருஷம் முன்னாடி நம்ம நாடு தான் நாலேஜ் சென்டர் ஆஃப் த வேர்ல்டு இருக்குது. வேர்ல்டில் இருக்கிற பெஸ்ட் யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ் யூஸ் டு பி இன் இந்தியா. ஸோ வி வாண்ட் டு கெட் தட் ஸ்டாம்ப் பேக் டு த கண்ட்ரி. ஓகே, தட்ஸ் வாட் இந்தியா இஸ் ரைட் நோ கோயிங் டுவர்ட்ஸ். இப்போ சைனா வந்து it's called the manufacturing hub of the world. Okay. Last 20-30 years, Namma country it's called the knowledge hub of the world. Okay. And the knowledge, particularly Arabian science, is something that distinguishes us. For example, Mars, the US NASA, which has been in existence for much longer, the lander when we sent our Mars mission, 10 cost and it was done much quicker and much cheaper and much more effectively. And all of that was because of science. Okay? The knowledge of science that we people have is tremendous. இந்த நம்ம கண்ட்ரியில் எப்பவும் என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குன்னா பாப்புலேஷன் ப்ராப்ளம் தான். அதில் என்ன அப்புறம் தண்ணி ப்ராப்ளம், அந்த ப்ராப்ளம், இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் தான். அந்த பாப்புலேஷன் ப்ராப்ளம்க்கு ஒன் ஃபண்டமெண்டல் சொல்யூஷன் இஸ் கல்வி, எஜுகேஷன். அதுலேயும் அறிவியல் கல்வி. அது வந்து அதோட அப்ளிகேஷனை வந்து எப்படி பண்ணுறாங்க இந்தியா. when we connected to Agastya, we said this is exactly the best combination. நாங்கள் வந்து in the corporate world we can service our customers in the rest of the world, but we thought we also have a duty to give back to the community that we are part of. And Agastya அவங்களோட ப்ரொபோசல் பார்த்து இந்த ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் இது அறிவியல் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் ப்ளஸ் அதுலேயும் இந்த மாதிரி கேர்ள் சில்ட்ரன் அவரோட எஜுகேஷன் வந்து இட் வாஸ் த பெஸ்ட் காம்பினேஷன் பாசிபிள் ஃபார் அஸ். ஓகே, இது வந்து நாங்கள் ஏதோ ரொம்ப சின்ன லெவலில் we are just sowing the seeds. விதையை இப்போ தான் விதைக்கிறோம். ஓகே, அவங்களோட நர்ச்சரிங்கில் with the bright mind that you all saw, the children that you all saw here, அவங்களோட அந்த enthusiasm, அவங்களோட அந்த base intelligence, இதுக்கு வந்து நாங்கள் we just are giving the opportunity, the ecosystem for that to nurture. Okay? So, and you all have the opportunity to amplify that effect. You can multiply it many, many times by sharing this sort of initiative. நம்ம கண்ட்ரியில் எவ்வளவோ நல்லது நடக்கிறதுலாம் வெளியில் வரதே இல்லை. சென்சேஷனல் ஸ்டஃப் தான் யூஸ்வலி மீடியாவில் எவ்ரிபடி இஸ் லுக்கிங் அட் இட். ஓகே, இந்த மாதிரி இதெல்லாம் வந்து நீங்கள்லாம் பரப்புறதுக்கு உங்கள் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி. ஓகே, நாங்கள் இது 1 மடங்கு பண்ணுறோன்னா உங்களோட எஃபெக்ட்ஸில் இது 100 மடங்காக நீங்கள் பண்ணலாம். எங்களை மாதிரி பண்ணுறதுக்கு தயாராக நிறைய கார்பரேட்ஸும் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் டு ஹெல்ப் அஸ் வித் தட் and we look forward to all of us who are seated here have benefited from good quality education. Let us all contribute towards that for the future generation also and take our country and the rest of the world forward along with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sirs. So, உங்களுடைய கேள்விகளை இப்போ வந்து நீங்கள் எழுப்பலாம். ஸோ கேள்விகளுக்கான நேரம் இது.
How do you feel after examining that youth government girls students innovations? After examining, how do you feel?
Okay, see, in Agastya, we are in 21 states across India. We run 200 mobile science vans. We have 75 labs on motorcycles. We have 100 science centers. We have a very large campus in Kuppam, Andhra Pradesh, in a village called Gudivanka. And every year, we visit about 10,000 government schools across India, meeting over 10 lakh children, maybe 15 lakh children, and thousands of government school teachers. And how I feel about all of them, wherever you go in India, is, you see, we are all born curious. They say that 98% of children between the age of 2 and 4 ask questions. Anywhere in the world, 98%. By the time they come to middle school, only 58% of children continue to ask questions. By the time they leave high school, it has dropped down to 25%. So you start 98% asking questions. When you finish school, it's 25%. That is in America, which is a country which is supposed to be very innovative, where they ask a lot of questions. In India, I think generally, we start at 98% like America. But I think by the time they finish school, less than 5% of children ask questions. Now you can say, so what? But the thing is, in this day and age that he was talking about, it is not about knowing what the answer is. It is about knowing what the question is. Because life is very complex. You have a water problem in Chennai, or you have some pollution problem in Delhi. The answer is not simple. The key skill the future generation must have is how to ask the right questions. How to ask the right questions. Unfortunately, education actually is working against them. So what I've seen in all of the children that I've interacted with in India is if you give them the opportunity, through the kind of thing you saw today at the Omega Agastya Science Center, of making education interesting, of making it democratic, they will begin to ask more questions. That is curiosity. When they start to ask questions, they will begin to investigate and come up with more interesting solutions. And that's creativity. And that will build their confidence. Let me give you an example. You see this? It's a small top. It is made in Chennapatna near Mysore. You put it on a table or a surface, it sits on its bottom, because that's where the weight is. If you spin it, it will tip over and start spinning on its stem. It's very unexpected. So when you see that, you go, Arey, idu eppadi aachu? Yeah. Could it be different? You begin to ask questions. If you find out this is not that simple, internet or photographer, Wolfgang Pauli and Niels Bohr, Nobel laureates, அவ வந்து இந்த டிப்பி டாப்போட விளையாண்டுருக்காங்க, கேள்வி கேட்டுருக்காங்க, இது ஏன் ஆகுது எப்படியா, நிறைய மேத்தமேட்டிக்ஸ் அண்ட் சயின்ஸ் இருக்கு. If you find out why it happens, you experience the famous aha effect. So questioning, creativity. But there is a third element. Whatever you do, you must enjoy. You must have fun doing what you're doing. That is called the ha-ha effect. So aha and ha-ha is really the strategy for revolutionizing education. And that is Agastya's mission. That is the Science Center mission. And wherever I've gone in India, children respond extremely well if you give them an opportunity to experience aha, ha-ha.
So as Sir rightly pointed out, the scientist is the person who asks the right question and not the person who answers it right, actually. So இது வந்து ரொம்ப அழகாக சொன்னார் அவர். ஸோ சயின்டிஸ்ட் வந்து முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயம் வந்து ரைட் கொஸ்டின் எப்படி கரெக்டாக கேட்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அவங்க கரெக்டான ஆன்சர் கொடுக்குறாங்கிறது செகண்டரி தான். தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச் சார். ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின் வேற யாராவது கேட்கலாம்?
To add to what he said, what I see in these kids is a lot of hope, a lot of